What is going on? I am Zedmot. We are here on my HQ18, very, very low BVP account, not BP, not batting practice. So what we're going to be doing is talking about warships initially, then we'll do some other stuff. But warships, having low victory points works extremely well. I have not had any issues with my chest timers on this account. My other account is at 1150 VP, and I'm getting like one chest every day and a half. It's ridiculous, unplayable. I started my main account on day 1 of Warships, was all gung-ho. I started this account like 5 days later, and it's way further along the tech tree. My Zedmod account is stuck right about here, just got shock launchers. This account I've managed to get GBE and Barrage. So the first lesson of Warships, which some of you or all of you might know, I missed the boat on this. The boat, but anyways. Do not go to 4 engine rooms unless you have enough keys to get to Barrage. If you don't have enough keys to get to Barrage, you're going to have a bad time. I think I lost like 500 attacks in a row because you just can't win without Barrage. I mean, you can win, but it's very far and few between. I've only won a couple times against people without Barrage. And even better, if you can get to the gunboat energy, having gunboat energy and Barrage basically makes it so that you can win most of the time. Apparently up to mid-level 20, then you have to go to 5 engine rooms, which is a whole different ball of wax. There are 2 bugs right now in Warships. Number 1, the chest timer, which seems to be tied to getting raided or something along those lines. So might also be tied to having multiple accounts. Huge problem. Like I said, my other account gets 1 chest every 36 hours or so. Went out for a bike ride yesterday, had 33 minutes on my timer, came back 4 hours later, and it had like 18 minutes on my timer. So just not playable for some people, sadly. Let's get into this right here. We're going to do the right-hand side drop over here. We're going to do the heavy drop over here with Miss Brick, and hopefully we can get this rocking and rolling. Now, there are many, many ways to warships. This is not the way that I've typically been taking on bases, but I figured since we're doing a live video, I might as well try something new for the first time. And we're going to get all the way back into here, hopefully get this base down as fast as possible. Don't know if that's going to happen. This shock launcher, or blaster and launcher, are both being distracted, which is working very well for us. 323 is a pretty good time. So there are a bunch of different attacks. Having your engine room at the shore like that doesn't tend to do well because people can drop on multiple sides. Should be able to pick up the win at 323. That's a fairly standard attack. We'll show you the other attack. I believe it was Orion or Nobody from the Triangle 9 family that showed me the next attack that works incredibly, incredibly well. Also, the other bug is if you get raided, all of your troops get filled up. And I know people are like, shh, don't talk about that. Well, the thing is, all of these bugs are tied together, so I have to talk about these things. There's a bug where if you get raided, all of your heavies, all of your Zookas, and all of your heavy Choppas will fill up, and you don't need to have instant training. So if you have a higher victory points, you're going to get raided more, which is going to fill up your troops, but you're going to miss out on chests. So maybe there's a middle ground where you get raided once or twice a day or something. I don't know. Hopefully they just fix all the bugs. Would be ideal for me. First of all, people who have their engine rooms all at the front, just move it back 1 tile and you'll do far, far better. It's those kind of changes that are that simple. And the other thing over here, I had this engine room unprotected. Having a machine gun over here and a rocket launcher that can fire on all things at the front seems to help a little bit. My base is not super duper amazing or awesome. I just make small changes here and there. And 1, 2, 3, 4 engine rooms. Let's get into it. So we're going to start out by doing this drop over here. We're doing 5 boats on the right. We're going to flare that. We're going to use a little bit of gunboat energy on this bottom engine room. And then we're going to wait. And we're just going to wait a second or two. And this engine room is going to go down. And then we're going to drop all of our heavies and Zookas on the left-hand side. Then we're going to do the flare. And that is the trick. That's the only real trick. Because it gets your heavy Choppas all the way where you want them to be. They're going to get closer and closer to the engine room. And then you can flare that top engine room. And Bob's your uncle. Good things will happen. And then we should be able to get this down. It's not quite as fast as our last attack, but this base was laid out a little bit better and still fast. 320 is a pretty good time. So using that side flare seems to be the trick in this version of warships, whether you're on 3 engine rooms or 4 engine rooms, or I can't speak for 5, but being able to pull your troops across and then short circuit that and head up north. Very, very great strategy. Whoever figured that out, well done. Seeing it a lot on replays, and if you can pull that strategy off, you're basically gonna win more often than not. So doing pretty well here, but again, like I said, I can't say this enough. Got to reiterate this. Make sure you stay at 3 engine rooms until you can get over to Barrage, and preferably over to gunboat energy, because otherwise you're going to have a bad time. Hopefully these timers and chests and reload bugs are fixed very, very soon. If not, it's just getting more and more frustrating. Like I literally am just like my Zmod account. I basically am at like a 10% win rate right now, or something absolutely ridiculous. I just don't get chests, and I can't get to get the Barrage or the gunboat energy as a result. So I think I'm getting like 13 keys a day or something ridiculous. Just not enjoyable. So those any of you who are playing at high victory points, playing warships, I would love to hear any tips you have, because I just don't know what's causing this bug. I don't know if it's actually people know the cause or not, but it's just frustrating. So but that's the beauty of having multiple accounts, thankfully. If you don't have multiple accounts, I could see how this would be beyond frustrating. So a little bit lucky in the fact that I have 3 different accounts that I can mess around with on warships, and it makes it usable for me. So moving on to Dr. T of the tropical variety. The tribes this cycle, gunboat energy tribe, so nice. My people who have 1 GBE statue are sitting with 100 GBE for this cycle. Awesome for those VP pushers and crab accounts and things like that. Medic healing, I'm curious to hear if that works. I don't think it worked last time around, but again, if you test those things, please don't hesitate to post the info on the comments down below. I got nothing else really going on right now. It's just mountain biking in the pouring rain for me at the moment. Otherwise, kids went back to school today. Hallelujah. Just having kids go back to school is so nice. Not even just for the fact that they're not in the house, but just kids without routine just don't seem to do terribly well. Lots of fun was had over the Christmas holidays and all of that sort of fun stuff, but kids without routine just kind of go squirrely, and they need some other authority figure besides parents and grandparents and friends, and I don't know. I feel bad for teachers today, though. If you're a teacher, my apologies for today, because I assume it's going to be just awful with all of the kids going back to school, not having any. It's like they forget what it's like to be in school. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep rocking. The crab that's coming up is listed as being the hasty crab. The hasty crab happened in May, and people already have the legendary hasty crab statue, so I'm not sure if that's a bug or they're trying to change things up, but it seems weird that you would have diamond statues still. I don't really know what's going on there, but if you guys have any input on that as well, I'd love to hear it, because it just seems like that's just a mistake. Look at how much GBE we have, just blasting away, hopefully not losing any troops, because we have so much GBE. I mean, we got the back there with 67, I think that was. Silliness. Also, I'd love some feedback on your thoughts of mixing warships with non-warships. Warships is a very, very polarizing aspect of the game these days. I don't know if that's because of the bugs, or because people don't like it, or the fact that it's just like barrage and run. I've seen a number of smart people talking about how they need to either increase the defensive or increase the amount of health on engine rooms. Again, if you have any thoughts on how to fix warships and make it a little bit less of a race across the map, like a barrage one, and yeah, I would love to hear people's opinions on that, and hopefully you can share them with Supercell as well, because telling them to me, I can pass them along, but please post to Reddit, please post to Discord, all of those fun things. I don't know how much is being read by Supercell at the moment, but I'm guessing they're back from vacation though. I think they were off for a good chunk of December for Christmas. I think they're back now, so now would be a good time to just hit them up with details and ideas and feedback of the polite variety. Polite is the key word there. Had someone, I lost their account today, send me a direct message on Discord and just rude. When you're trying to help someone and they're being rude, and just, I feel like people's insults haven't changed since like grade 3 almost, or something like that. And I find that in men's soccer as well. I play soccer, and the insults people have are just like stuck in the 80s. People need to be a bit more, if you're gonna be rude, at least be like a little bit creative or something. I don't know. Anyways, let's go. Getting rid of stage 6. We do not have instant training. Long shocks are not here any longer. Sadly, long shocks are incredibly fun. Critters are super cheap right now. Unfortunately, HQ18 does not have critters, so I can't even show off the cheap critters. They're so much fun right now. We got a mine back there. We have any other hidden mines right in there, level 23, level 20. I can't go anywhere near any mines on this account because low level mines, not a good thing. We're going to try to get this down on our first attempt. I'm not super hopeful. I don't know that this is going to happen, but we're going to try it. And if not, I will be a little bit more smart about things. I think we're at 12 minutes. That's a good amount of time for a video. That's about a perfect video length, in my opinion. If you guys have any thoughts on video length, we're going to hit that boom mine. Brick didn't die. That's good. Probably going to die when she gets to that next boom mine just to be super awesome. Come on, Brick. Yep, there goes Brick. The beautiful thing about Brick dying, at least, is that we have not thrown any sort of... we hadn't thrown battle orders yet, at least. So I like to wait until I'm in the kill zone to throw battle orders. That way, if Brick dies, you haven't wasted the GBE. Sort of like I find that with Bullet, you throw an energy drink and then he dies while he's shocked and you lose the gunboat energy. Didn't get that down. Not enough Zookas. So we're going to have to spend 132 diamonds. Thankfully, with operations, you get so many free diamonds. So... all of my diamonds on this account are completely free, so you can stockpile hundreds and hundreds of diamonds without the need for spending the cash. So if you're not in a task force, please check the description below. Join our task force group. Can basically guarantee you'll get somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 29 diamonds every day, depending on level of your account. And 29 diamonds a day is enough to get a lot of upgrades done, and it's just so useful having free diamonds. Like, all of those free diamond clickbait videos, there are free diamonds. It's just called join a task force. That's simple. Brick, battle orders, come on. This is going to be incredibly close. I don't think we're going to get it. Medkits, not... Oh, we are... going... Oh, so close. My shocks went out way too early. We're going to have to spend even more of those free diamonds obtained from the task force. Junior 9 is full, sadly, but many more task forces depending on what level you are. All the way from, I think it's like, not bottleneck, but all the way up to, what is that called? Massive Attack. Massive Attack in 25. Not doing Duplexity at the moment, sadly. Duplexity just not conducive to attracting players. People just don't want to play Duplexity, which is a little bit sad because Duplexity is very fun at times. It just really depends. And so if you guys are playing Duplexity and enjoying it, I would love to hear anything that you... Oh, Brick is dead. Not a good start again. We managed to save a, what is that called? Save a smoke somewhere along the way. So we got 4 shocks. At least we have all of our Zookas. I hate it when these videos go like this. It's just not a good start. So last time Brick avoided the shock or the boom mine. This time she didn't. Need to spend even more. This is going to be my last attack. I'm just done. I found that since the level 23 buildings have come in, Dr. T has gotten more difficult, and I really do like that. The problem is I just don't have instant training on this account, so I also don't like to have videos that last a year and a half. So I'm going to go like this. We're going to send Brick back there to clear that mine. Hopefully she does so. If not, I'm going to complain and whine, because that is my specialty these days. It seems like trying not to tap the flare button too many times, because that's another problem that I have that really bothers people. It's kind of amazing how much that bothers people, to be completely honest, and I get it. A lot of you don't play with sound on, so it makes sense. Please clear that mine, Brick. Uh-oh, more mines were found. Okay. 1, 2, 3 medkits for days, just medkitting everything in the hopes that this is gonna go down. I just can't win. Changing the flare position, hoping to get that mine down, and we lost all of our Zookas. And a lot of you were saying, well, stop using Zookas. Well, this account, HQ18, that's the only real choice I have. Only have level 11 Zookas. Sorry, level 11 warriors. Only have level 1 tanks, level 2 medics. So not a lot of options. Always make sure you upgrade your troops that you're going to use, and in this case that's what I use. So I had a number of people asking about the upgrade order over the weekend. Please, if you don't know the upgrade order, please do ask, because it will make your life so much easier. I know this, I'm not making it look easy at this case because I only have Zookas available. But if you have more than one troop available, you'll do very well. We've got enough for 4 shocks, thankfully. 4 shocks is 58 GBE. If you don't know that already, you should probably learn the GBE numbers. This is going to go down. I am fairly confident that Brick and Battle Orders... Oh, hallelujah. So many diamonds spent, but you know what? Spending those diamonds or just waiting and reattacking later is worth it, because look at that. We're going to get a crystal, a shard, and a fragment, and a bunch of resources that you can spend to fill up your raw crystals. So if you are just getting tribes, I would suggest upgrading this one ASAP, and then Fire Spike after the fact. Fire Spike seems to be a little bit less useful of late. They seem to be mixing the next one down in here for the troops. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm Zedmont. This is January the 7th. And as always, thanks for coming in. Warships, Dr. T, Boom Beach, some bugs, and hopefully they're back from holidays. Anyways, that's all. I'm Zedmont. Thanks for coming in. Peace.